Hello and welcome along to the fifth and final part of our second season from this Newcastle challenge with me, Daniel. We continued the series after our initial Christmas challenge to keep the side up after being bottom at Christmas. Season 2's gone well so far, although we did have disappointment in the last episode. In this one we play our final game of the league season against Wolves. We'll also do a review of our time at the club, including the initial challenge and the year since. And as we mentioned before, we're definitely not going to continue in Newcastle, but we'll have a quick look to see if there's any miraculous jobs around after, to see if there's something we want to carry on with. But it would take something special for me to want to continue. It has to be a challenge that's completely different to something I've ever done before. So let's have a look at the few results since the last episode. We have lost a little bit of momentum since our FA Cup exit to Liverpool. It was sort of the end of our season. We knew we were going to be in the top 7. It was just a case of whether Spurs caught us or not. And despite our poor form, as you can see there, Spurs still haven't got above us, which shows how bad they've been in the run-in too. So we've drawn all 3 of our home games since that Liverpool match and only beaten bottom of the table Sheffield United, who at that time only had 10 points, which is a bit embarrassing, a bit like the Derby season back in 08. Timo Werner got the goal as we drew at home to Everton, Ayoze Perez with a consolation away against Spurs, a 0-0 against Man United, a 1-0 win against Sheffield United, which was Matt Ritchie with the winner, and then at home to Huddersfield we drew 1-0. Ritchie missed a penalty that could have won it. Ross Barkley with the goal as we managed to grab a point. We've sold out nearly every game. One thing that we have had guaranteed since finishing 6th is whoever takes over from us is going to have £83 million to spend, as well as a couple of hundred extra on the wage budget, so they can really push this side on towards the top 4, and moving forward it would be a great challenge for someone to take over this club. The main reason for this higher transfer budget next season is that a consortium finally bought the club in the last couple of months, so Mike Ashley is out of Newcastle, which is something that anyone would celebrate, I'm sure. So let's get into this last game of the season. We're still favourites to beat bottom half Wolves. We've got a few of their backup players from last year. We're both in inconsistent form, so who knows what's going to happen. The most likely outcome I'd assume is a draw, but I wouldn't be surprised if we lost it. Either way, we've done our job. We got Newcastle into Europe, which was a brilliant achievement, and we got to 2 cup semi-finals, giving the fans something to shout about and a dream to chase. So let's look at the 11 for today. We're at what I would consider full strength today. The only one in the 18 that wouldn't normally be there is Connor Cody, who's in for the injured Kieran Clark. But the first 11 is what we'd pick normally. It's Butland in goal, Yedlin and Dummett are the fullbacks with Holding and Lascelles in the middle, Ritchie on the right wing, Shelvey and Drinkwater in central midfield, and Barkley and then Sessegnon off the left, in behind Timo Werner. So let's play our last game at Newcastle United, and then at the end we'll have a little review of the series and the season with the players that have done so well for us this year. Let's see if we can finish on a high, but let's be honest, it's not hugely important. It's just about saying farewell to the lads. A slightly more defensive version of the 4-5-1 for Wolves, but I don't know if it'll make a difference today. They tend to have been quite good at home. It's on the road they've struggled, as we pass the ball out almost immediately for a throw-in. Drinkwater knocks the ball away. It's early pressure for Wolves. Diandonka gets it into Neves. Moutinho, a brilliant midfield three they've got there. They've got the young striker. I think he was at Monaco at the start of the game. He's a really hot prospect. Normally became one of the best strikers in the world in FM18, so I'm sure he'll do the same here, and it's the super agent at his work again. Then Donker gets it out to the right hand side, delivered to the striker, but it's just over the bar, as Butland probably wouldn't have got there. 5 minutes gone, it's Patricio with the kick as Wolves come forward again, up towards Jota, who nicks it off Yedlin. He gets into the box, delivers to the back post, Dummett heads away as far as Moutinho hits the post and Holding hacks away, but what a risky start this has been for us. We've got a goal kick with Butland, 15 minutes in now, not much happening since, and weren't sure about that camera angle. Ritchie flicks it on, but it's only as far as Dedrick Boyata. What on earth's he doing down at Wolves and in the Premier League again? Holding brings the ball down at the back for Dummett. Dummett inside to Shelvey. Can he find a defence splitting pass? He just goes simple to Barkley. He finds Ryan Sessegnon on the left wing, charging in, but then Donker gets there and Willy Bolly clears it long. Lascelles wins it back for Yedlin. Ritchie on the right hand side. Inside to Shelvey and now Drinkwater. He's got time to turn, finds Ryan Sessegnon, goes for the shot from the edge. What a finish that is. 1-0 lead. We haven't seen any of them for Barkley for about 6 months, but Ryan Sessegnon's popped up with one. What a wonderful goal to open the scoring. Moutinho with a free kick. In towards Adama Traore. Dummett wins it. The clearance deflects but falls to Werner on halfway. 2 or 3 running off him. Can he find someone? Just go short to Richie. Richie over the top. Werner will chase it again. Boyata gets there, but it hits the corner flag. I quite like that. I didn't think you could do that in FM19, so that's quite nice to see. Moutinho to Dendoncker who clears. He's up to the centre forward, the hot prospect again. Out to the right to Adama Traore. Charges into the box and shoots, but it's straight at Butland, who makes a comfortable save. We lead 1-0 after half an hour, despite Wolves arguably having the best of the chances. It's a goal kick for Butland, long downfield, towards the 2 centre-halves. Bolly heads it away for Wolves. Dendoncker out to the left-back, Leon. He goes back to Boyata. It's nicked by Matt Ritchie. He puts Werner in one-on-one, has to score, does score. Wonderful, emphatic finish, and that's why Dedrick Boyata shouldn't be playing in the Premier League. I warned it the first time I saw him touch the ball, and he's proven us right now. We're going to lead 2-0 at the break, and it looks like we're going to end this series in style. A wonderful first-half performance. Wolves had the early run in, but we've been so clinical, and the difference this season has definitely been Timo Werner. It's Wolves with a corner. Leon with the delivery. To the back post. It's knocked down, but Ritchie clears it away. It goes as far as the defender for Wolves, who charges down the left-hand side. Inside to Ruben Neves. Now Dendoncker. Back to Willy Bolly. They start again with Moutinho. About 40 yards out. He's just got to try and find the pass. They're working it nicely out to Leon on the left-hand side. Inside to Jota on the edge. Back out to Leon. He's got a bit of time to get the delivery in. It finds Adama Traore, but he heads it narrowly over the bar, and it remains 2-0. Nearly an hour gone. Moutinho with a free kick. It's a dangerous position, but the free kick's blocked by the wall. I don't know why they laid it off there. They could have just gone straight into the box. It's switched towards Dedrick Boyata. He finds Jota. Back to Leon. Inside, he's got so much time. We know Neves can score from range. We don't want to give him too much time there. He does just that. He goes for a brilliant effort, and Butland has to be equal to it with a wonderful save. It goes back out into the danger zone, but we clear it away quickly. 15 minutes to go, there's no danger at all. Let's just make some subs. Barkley's not been in his best form. Perez on for him. And I'm going to be nice and bring on the 2 former Wolves boys. Yedlin will come off in place of Matt Doherty, and Cody will come on. I'm not sure which one of the 2 to bring him on for. Let's say Rob Holding, and just give the 2 lads a chance against their former club. They've been really patient and good squad additions this year. They've helped us in our cup run at times, and even been crucial in the odd league game. We've not been able to give them as many opportunities as we'd have liked, and they deserve their run out today, and this game will probably mean a bit more to them. Jota on the left hand side. I'll soon regret it if they score 2 goals though. There's one of them. Traore bullets in at the near post. You could argue Butland should have saved it, but it has so much power on it, I don't know that he could have done anything. We're going to drop to a balanced mentality and hope that those changes don't come back to bite us. It would be a terrible way to throw it away with a tactical mistake in the final game. Drinkwater tries to slide Werner in from the kickoff, but it's just overhit and straight through to Rui Patricio. A very long highlight as he goes over the top, flicked on, but it's going to go straight into the arms of Butland. Why are we still seeing this highlight? Nothing's happened. It's just a very long run of fixtures. It's over the top. It's towards Willy Bolly, who heads away. Knocked down by Drinkwater to Werner. Werner inside to Sessegnon. He's got time. He goes for it again. Oh, what a finish. Ryan Sessegnon with his second beauty of the game. And that one was unbelievable. You saw the curl on it. We had the perfect angle. It was a wonderful strike and deserved to win any game. It should wrap it up for us. What a goal and performance from Sessegnon. Doherty on the right. Knocks it down for Shelvey. Back to Doherty again. Into the front post. Is headed away. Only as far as Drinkwater. Went for a bullet from 20 yards. But it's just wide of the post. Although it had Patricio worried. 20 seconds of stoppage time left. Shelvey's got the ball 25 yards out. He finds Ritchie, who cuts in. Shelvey gets the ball again. Finds Drinkwater. Down the line for Perez. Can try and get Sessegnon in, but instead tried to play it out to Dummett, and it was overhit. It's out for a throw-in. The final whistle goes. We finish the season with a 3-1 win. Werner scores as usual, and Sessegnon with 2 unbelievable strikes to seal us the 3 points. We finish in 6th place. Don't forget, 18 months ago, we joined this club at the bottom of the Premier League, and now we finished our first full season in 6th place after getting survival. A brilliant achievement, not many defeats all year, just a few too many draws, or we could have been challenging for the top 4. Let's quickly look at what was said about the game. Superior finishing, another 30 million in the bank, plenty of praise for Sessegnon, and we've qualified for the Europa League at a second qualifying round. So someone must have come in. I think it might just be because Huddersfield are in the FA Cup final. If Liverpool win that, then I'm sure we'll go into the group stages, although it doesn't really matter as we won't be here. Let's go and look at the squad for our end of season review. It's been a really great success story for us in this series. We took over bottom of the Premier League, kept the current squad up in the first year with just a few additions, and this year we've been absolutely sensational. In terms of appearances, Timo Werner's at the top of the list, scored exactly 1 in 2 over 46 games. You can't ask for much more than that outside the top 2 or 3 clubs. Barkley, Drinkwater and Lascelles all up there with appearances, and Dummett past 40 as well. Jack Butland was a calming influence in goal, and Matt Ritchie on the right wing's had a sensational season. In terms of goals, we've got Werner on 32, Barkley on 12. It's just the same he's dried up towards the end of the season. Ritchie reached double figures as well, and then there were plenty of others with a few as well. For assists, it's Matt Ritchie top of the class. Took most of the set pieces, so understandable. But 14 is brilliant. A lot of others around that 5, 6 or 7 mark, including Ryan Sessegnon, who made the place his own on the left wing towards the end of the season. For average rating, Muto got 7.5, although he only made 2 appearances. Ritchie and Dummett were the other 2 above a 7, and then loads in the 6.9s. No one really standing out as a terrible performer. Probably Danny Welbeck the only slight disappointment, although it's hard to come on up front for the last 10 or 15 and make a really big impact when you're holding on to a win. So plenty of positives, and we leave Newcastle in a brilliant place. I hope you've enjoyed this series as much as I have. The initial Christmas challenge was great fun, and I'm really glad we did one more year just to fulfil the potential of this side. We're lastly going to go and check out the job centre. Are there any available jobs that are going to be interesting to us? It doesn't look like it, to be honest. Villa had stayed down. If they'd have come up and then their job was available, we might have taken it. But there's nothing special there, so that will be the end of the series. If you did enjoy it, please put a thumbs up on the video. I really appreciate you following along with this one. Let me know in the comments who you thought was the best player of the series. It can be someone who just did one crucial thing in the first season when we stayed up, or one who's been excellent across the 12 or 18 months. Our daily Football Manager videos continue with 2 long-term FM19 stories, the head coach where we've just moved jobs, we've had a really dramatic few episodes, and contrasting fortune since we've joined our new club. We've also got our One Club series part of the furniture with Torquay United, where we try to take them from the lowest playable league to the Premier League. We've just come up to the end of season 5 in both of those series, so the next video from each one will be the 5-year review as we reflect on our success so far in those ones. There's also weekly content from our FIFA 19 lower league career with Crew Alexandra. The next episode of that is out in an hour and a half's time at 4:30 PM. But a massive thanks for watching and following this series. I hope you've enjoyed watching it as much as I did recording it, and we'll see you next time for more FM19 content.